Every 25 years, there's the chance for residents to renew the amount of revenue they receive from Mississippi Power. Tomorrow, during a special election, you'll get to decide if Mississippi Power will continue giving the city 3% of their revenue or revert to the state-required minimum of 2%. News 25's Lorraine Weiskopf is live at City Hall with more details. Lorraine?
Well, good morning, Jalen, and we're going to brighten up your day with some talk about the special election Mississippi Power is happening tomorrow. With me today I have LaShondra McCarty. She's the Public Information Officer here for the City of Gulfport. Now, LaShondra, this special election tomorrow is only regarding one percentage, but in reality, how important is that?
Okay, so the percentage difference is whether or not Mississippi Power will be given 2% of their revenue, which is required by the state, or 3%, and they would like to give 3%. And due to that, we have to have a special election for the citizens to approve of that. And even though it seems like it's a waste of time because it's only 1% of their revenue for the city can make $1 million difference. Last year, the city received approximately $2.8 million off of that revenue. So if it drops down 1%, we're looking at quite a good difference in what they would actually be contributing back to the community.
Thank you. And what are some misconceptions that you'd like to clear up about the special election tomorrow?
Okay, so even though it's titled the special election for the franchise agreement, citizens are not actually voting on whether or not there will be a franchise agreement. That's actually already been decided. They're simply voting on whether or not Mississippi Power will be given 2% or 3% of their revenue. It will not impact whether or not it won't change their rates at all. It won't change who their provider is if they are a customer that does not use Mississippi Power. Another thing that people need to be aware of is it's for Gulfport residents, period. So if they have another electric company, they still vote on this because they belong to the municipality.
Well, thank you for clearing that up. And in regards to voting tomorrow, what do they need to bring? What are the voting locations? Or is it the same as your typical election?
It's the same as the municipal elections. So wherever that person goes to vote for city elections, such as the mayor's office, or if they're voting for city council, that's where they would go. And all of the polling sites will be open with the exception of one, and that one is this Shiloh Missionary Baptist. That polling location will be closed tomorrow, so those residents will need to go to the Isaiah Fredericks Community Center to vote. And polls will open at 7 a.m. They will be open until 7 p.m. And the person would just need to bring their valid voter ID to be able to vote.
Well, thank you, LaShondra, for being with me today. Live in Gulfport for News 25, I'm Lorraine Weiskopf.